Gym class. Shani's picking up at 3.
Yeah, I know you told me.
And make sure that you take a gym kit in for her, and when she comes out, she's got both plinsolls. And if we're not back for tea, then there's something...
Laurel! Jasmine has looked after Gabby once or twice before.
Yes, I know. I'm not saying that. I'm just trying to cover all bases, Ashley. It's not every day we do this kind of thing.
Laurel, look, it's all right, really.
Yeah. Right, lovely. Great. I think I'm going to, go and get some fresh air.
Do you mind if I...
No, go on, I'll be fine.
Can I help you?
No. Just a thought, mind you do realise that 0 marked in the column. Incoming is regarded as not good business.
Well, I haven't got a business, have I? At least I don't think I have.
Donald not told you where he's letting the axe fall yet?
No.
Always thought your association with Nicola would come to a bad end.
You encouraged me to go after her.
Well, that doesn't sound like me.
Yeah,
Either way, you're not doing anything prevaricating around here, so why don't you go and see Donald?
You look fine.
Yeah, but what happens if this agency knows where she is?
Well, that's what we want, isn't it?
Shall we?
Ah, come on, let's do it.
Hey, what has happened here?
Oh, the Kings lost their contract, didn't they?
Oh.
I'd keep my head down if I were you. There'll be a few round here wanting to talk to their local councillor.
Ah. On that note...
I'm sorry if I kept you up last night.
I probably wouldn't have slept much anyway.
Just kept going over it in my mind. You know, what if they tell us that they don't know what happened? Or even worse,
It turns out to be someone's fault.
we'd lose either way.
Try not to look at it like that. I mean, whatever happens, maybe we can treat this as a last big hurdle and...
Did I just see my mother walking to Betty's?
Oh.
You don't sound surprised.
Well, she arrived yesterday.
Well, she's been in hiding ever since.
To be fair, I didn't know she was still around.
Was she here to see me?
Yes. She's been phoning quite a lot recently, you see.
Ashley!
Well, I didn't think you were ready to talk to her.
What?
Your dad's not taking my calls.
You won't be too offended if I tell you he's a little busy?
Well, when will it be free?
Why don't you do one before I call the police?
Who's that?
No one.
My, look what the cat dragged in. You better let him through.
What?
Just for a minute. It's me who pays the heating bills here, and it's getting steadily freezing. So?
I just want to know where I stand with the business.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, well, I have a right.
You don't come up here playing the big I am. Not with me, you don't. You tell me why I shouldn't cut you loose without a second thought.
Oh, how lovely to see you both. Do you fancy a cuppa?
No, thank you, Betty. I've just come to see my mother.
Your mum? Well, what makes you think
It's okay, Betty, we both know.
Well, I suppose you better say what you've got to say.
I'm so sorry, Mum. I'm so sorry. Oh, Laura.
Seriously, help yourself. Don't wait to be asked. My dentist wants to have me killed as it is. Okay, what we're going to need is anything at all you can tell me about your daughter. Any personal detail that'll help us trace her.
Oh, there's not much. Her name's Genesis, for starting.
Whoa, really?
Nice name.
Well, that or a family tradition gone way, way too far, depending on your point of view.
I don't know if she kept it. Genesis.
Might make her easier to trace if she did. Got a rough date of birth?
Yeah, 21st of November, 87.
Blimey, you couldn't do the exact time and all, could you?
I could get close, actually. I missed Leeds stuff in Swinton 4-2 because of it.
Terrific. So, where was she born?
Alton General.
Mother's name?
Pascoe. Shirley Pascoe.
Who died in childbirth, yeah? Right. Anything else you can tell me about her?
Well, the come and took her away, and I let him. I mean, what kind of father could I have been to her? So I just let him.
I just want the chance to plead my case.
Don't be daft. You haven't got one.
I warned you. I was the one that told you what she was up to.
Only after the 4th attempt. Not sure that counts. However, in your defence, you were being manipulated by a particular woman. And I know how good she is at it, sadly.
Yeah, about that, can I just say...
No. Your best bet in this situation is to keep mum. Believe me. Here it is. I'll give you back your tin pot little outfit, the Emmerdale cleaning firm, on the condition you stay within your own patch. If you don't, D'Souza Enterprises will wipe you away like dog dirt on an expensive pair of shoes. Is that clear and satisfactory? Say yes, Mr. D'Souza.
Yes, Mr. D'Souza.
Good. Pleasure not doing business with you.
You were in a really bad place.
Awful place. I mean, I'm not, I'm not that much better now, but at least I'm sane. Well, saner. I should never have said those things to you, Mum.
You didn't mean them.
I did. I did. Then. I was convinced that if I hadn't listened to you and I'd gone up to see him, then he would,
I know.
I mean, I know he wouldn't. I do now.
Laurel, there'll always be a part of you that can't make sense of it. I know, because there's a part of me that's the same. And it'll always be there. It's not going to go away just because somebody points at a diagram and tells you it's not true.
Yeah, I know. I just hope that one day I'll be able to live with this.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but we really do have to be getting on.
Yeah. This is it.
Good luck. I'll be there when you get back.
Oh. What do you reckon on getting out of here?
What for?
I've got a bad feeling. Herself's been gone too long.
She hadn't been gone a minute. She needed to check some stuff.
Yeah, but she didn't say what stuff, did she? I mean, she's got all those personal details about me. All she's got to do now is look on a database and I'm rumbled. I've been involved in stuff.
Oh, yeah, they're going to find out that you're really Lord Lucan.
Oh, to hell with you. I'm out of here. You can stay if you like.
Everything all right?
Yeah, I'm just stretching my leg.
Well, I think you better sit down. I have some news. Now, I can't show you this file because it's confidential, but I can tell you that it contains the personal details of one Genesis Pascoe.
Blimey.
Well, that's got to be her, right?
Seems likely, yeah. Born November 1987, Houghton General Hospital. On the face of it, we've got a match.
Flipping Nora.
God, I don't believe it. We found her.
There's more. We've got her on record as trying to find her birth parents.
What?
Well, we'd have come across you eventually. Things just get speeded up, what with both parties trying to find each other. Mr. Dingle, it looks very much as if you'll be contacting your daughter.
Anything interesting?
Not really.
Wonder if those bin bags will be gone by the time we get back.
Mr. and Mrs. Nelson, if you'd like to come through.
Genesis was adopted almost immediately after being in foster care to a couple in the Yorkshire area. And I'm guessing that she settled with that adoptive family because until she tried to trace her birth parents, that was the last time social services had anything much to do with her.
At least she was happy. That's something.
Oh, we can hope so. So what happens now?
How are you at letters? Only what we'd recommend now is that you write to Genesis, saying why you'd like to make contact and to confirm that she still wants to meet.
I was never one for that.
It's all right, Dad. I'll help you.
How the hell can I say what I want to say in one letter, with or without help?
Mr. and Mrs. Thomas. Please take a seat. So, the results of the post-mortem and further tests.
That's right.
The pathologist carried out a full examination of Daniel's body, internal and external.
And?
All perfectly normal. As you know, we also took some swabs and tissues from Daniel after he died, and they've shown no sign of major illness or infection either. Consequently, we have to conclude that Daniel died from sudden infant death syndrome, or cot death.
That doesn't explain why. I mean, what was the actual reason?
The answer is we just don't know. I'm sure you've read in the media that there are some factors that may, and I stress the word may, contribute to this, such as sleeping position and tobacco smoke inhalation and so on. And of course, we can talk about these. But what I think's really important for you to understand is that this was a tragic and rare case. And no one, least of all you, was responsible for what happened.
Thank God.
All right, dear Genesis. Okay, then.
What are you looking at me for?
Well, it's your letter. What do you want it to say?
Dear Genesis.
Uh-huh.
How are you, kid? It's been a long time. What?
It's a bit jolly.
Oh, she's got to know my miserable kid, is that it? How about all my faults? I know. Dear Genesis, let me say first off, I'm drunk right now.
Oh, all right. Look, we'll just put what you said earlier.
No, scrap it. I'm sorry, Chaz. I just can't get my head round it. This morning I never thought I'd see her again, and now I'm writing her a letter. Come on, let's start again.
And where is she? Do I deserve a drink?
Well, well, it's my fella.
Please. Councillor, could I have a word?
I can guess what this is about.
I did warn you. What are you going to do about all the rubbish? It's worse than it was in '79.
I am doing everything I can, and when I get the chance, I will speak to the kings.
Oh, well, good luck with that lot, because you know what they're like. Fighting like cats in a bag.
Don't worry, I will get to the bottom of it. Good heavens above. Thank you. I have a funny feeling I'm going to need this.
Circumstances like yours make up the bulk of SIDS cases, and many of the couples go on to have other children.
Thank you, Doctor. We've obviously got a lot to think about.
Yeah, you're not kidding.
There is one more thing. The tests revealed that Daniel was a carrier of cystic fibrosis.
What?
You didn't know?
No.
Well, hang on, I don't understand. You said there was nothing.
Yeah, there wasn't. I can't stress enough that this in no way contributed to Daniel's death. But it does mean that one of you has to be a carrier too.
And you obviously think we need to know for a reason.
If you wanted to have more children, it could be an issue. But only if you were both carriers. There's a test you can take should you want to put your minds at rest.
Doctor, I have a little girl from my first marriage. She's nearly 7. She's fine. But if I need to do something about this...
If she had CF, it would have been detected by now. I only mentioned it because, well, it might be something you want to think about in the future.
I don't believe this.
Miles.
It's a bit late to be playing the Easter Bunny, don't you think?
It was a small-time outfit.
Which David's made worth something.
Right. It was his, and he'd made it work. And then my soon-to-be ex-wife acquired it for us. Can you see why I might not want it anymore?
Maybe, but...
For a while, we made a decent amount from it, and now it's over. And by giving it back to that little parasite, he's out of my way for good.
He could have been out of your way if you'd had him arrested.
And miss out on someone owing me a favour. Don't be so daft. Now, are you making that tea or growing it?
Gabby! Oh, what happened to Jim?
Cancelled.
Cancelled? Oh. And did Jasmine pick you up all right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, cup of tea. Yeah. Oh, please. Ashley?
Actually, we're just going to take a little trip down to the swings, yeah? Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, Mum's here.
How are you doing?
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, well, like I said on the phone, it's just a lot to take in.
If it's any help, I haven't heard of any cystic fibrosis on our side of the family.
No. Well, that's just one part of it, to be honest. I suppose I just have to try and understand that it was nothing I did or didn't do. Or anyone else, for that matter.
Well, maybe we'll understand it in time.
Yeah, I suppose. Don't have to rush off, do you, Mum?
No. Not if you don't want me to. But I can't leave your father on his own forever.
Oh, I was hoping he might come too. Because, I miss you both being around.
Great, I'll give him a call.
Yeah. Mum, something else.
No?
Do you want to come with me? See Daniel? You never did get to say goodbye properly, did you?
Obviously, I realise this is a lot to take in, and if you don't want to meet up just yet, I will understand.
She'd probably run a mile.
All I ask is that you think about it, and when you've decided, please get in touch with the agency. Yours sincerely, Shadrach Dingle.
Yeah. Right, that's about it. Thanks, kid. You don't mind...
No, it's fine. Like I said, it's best to let her take it in a bit. You can tell her she's got a sister when she meets you.
Yeah.
Oh, pipe please, Valerie, and whatever this miserable old man's drinking.
Hey!
This is not an old man. This is my Eric. You have to hang on. I've got to change a barrel.
My glass is empty too, you know.
You've had enough.
Oh, some people just have no glass.
I take it this merry badinage means you're in a good mood?
Yeah, well, Donald's given me the business back.
Really? How much?
Just doesn't want me to tread on his toes in future.
Rather magnanimous of him.
So, you're going to be my boss again, eh?
Apparently.
Mostly it stays like that this time and all. Because I need a bit of stability in my life.
I've had a lot of time to think about you and me while all this has been going on between us.
Oh?
See, you were doing a lot of apologising this morning, and really, you're not the one who should be apologising at all.
Mom, don't be silly. I accuse you of something terrible. I blame you.
Yeah, but the thing is, I've been going over everything. Everything since you were a little girl. All the stuff with Caroline, with your dad, all the stuff that happened with your wedding, and all that. How I never, hardly ever, turned up in your life until... I mean, can you think of one single moment when I was there to support you?
So what? I mean...
Laurel.
Still doesn't...
How could I expect you to come to me for support when I was never there for you? I never once even told you how proud I am of you. And I am. Really proud.
Mom, please, stop this.
Please, I've got to say it. I'm proud of you, Laurel. And I love you. And I wish I'd been a better mother. And if you let me, I promise I'll be a better mother from now on.
The new series of Benny Dawn returns to ITV1. Solana Resort must have done something very right last year, because the usual suspects fly in for more sun, sea, sand and sangria, and everything else it throws at them. It's back tonight at 9. Then a divorcee moves in with his kids and reckons he'll fit in with student living. No problems. New comedy, Teenage Kicks, is at 9:30.